can start with you. Just can you speak to the confidence of the group having that sort of start the year with back-to-back wins under Joe?
Yeah, obviously, everyone knew coming into this year, new coach, new playing group. It was going to be kind of unknown, but to start the year with 2 wins, it's what we set out to do, and it's a really good group here. Boys are tight, and it's starting to show on the field. So there's a good vibe in the group at the moment.
I guess on sort of looking towards Georgia, how important is it to just sort of keep that going and not overlook Georgia, particularly sort of how the sort of World Cup result went, where they pushed you to the 60th minute and then you ran away. Yeah,
obviously it's just it's another game. Test match rugby, whoever you're playing, it's going to be a tough game, afternoon game. So there should be some good footy played. But like you said, Georgia are a team that's on the rise. They've had some good results. They beat Japan on the weekend. Some big results last year as well. So we're just going to prepare like we always do. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game for sure.
At that Wallabies, you sort of played a bit of 10 and 15, sort of going between the two. I think you played 15 in that Georgia game. Has Joe sort of indicated where he sort of sees you sort of suit best in this sort of in his plans?
I've been training just at 10. So I think just at 10, myself, Tommy Liner and Noah, we've all been, rotating in and out there. And we've got Kells and Tommy Wright at fullback, who are both exceptional players. So at the moment, just at 10. But, I'm happy to play wherever the team needs me if that happens.
Ben, I know you weren't on for very long in Melbourne. How difficult was it just coming in those conditions with like a really greasy ball? Like, how did you find it out there?
Yeah, obviously it's always pretty tough when you're coming off the bench, with 10 or so minutes to go. You don't want to try overplay to get into the game, but you need to be ready for any opportunity that presents itself. And especially when it's wet, it always makes it a bit harder. But the boys already set up a good platform when I came on. All I had to do was my job, and the boys around me helped that. And just fortunate to close out the game and get the win.
You mentioned earlier, obviously, it's a new setup. The boys are connecting really well. Can you just take us into a bit of the culture? Obviously, there's quite a lot of new faces, people like Angus here. Take us into that. Like, how's it felt, sort of, you've been around Wallaby sides before?
Yeah, like I said, it's really, refreshing. There's still a core group of boys who have been here for the past couple of years, which is good. But then a lot of new boys, like you said, which is awesome to see. Boys who have played Super Rugby for a couple of years now, who've really pushed their case and finally getting opportunities, which is exciting. And they just bring that extra, element around the group off the field as well. You're meeting new boys, you're having fun with new boys who you haven't really spent much time with before, and I think that's showing on the field as well.
Ben, can you just, 10 months ago you were preparing for an afternoon game and started in front of 80,000. Can you believe what's happened in the last 10 months and the fact that you're just preparing at 10 now?
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm just grateful that I'm in this position as well. In the squad last year and in the squad this year, and hopefully get to play this week. Team's announced tomorrow, so we'll wait and see. But an afternoon game is always an exciting time, especially against Georgia, who play a good brand of footy. So it's like we said last year, wasn't the greatest year for us, but I'm grateful to be here in this spot at the moment, and hopefully get a spot this weekend.
You had 25 points against Georgia last time. That's I think a Wallabies record at a World Cup. Can you kind of think about what happened last time around them? Is there those sorts of things that you can take into this game?
Yeah, there's definitely a bit of confidence there. Like I said, Georgia is a bit of an unknown team. You don't really get to play them that often, so it's exciting. And I guess playing them last year, get a bit of an insight on how they play, some of their players, it was not a convincing win last year, but we can take a little bit of confidence out of that. But like I said before, they've had a great result last week. They had a good result last year against Wales in Cardiff. So they're a team that's on the rise, and they're playing some good footy. So we just focus on ourselves mainly this week, and the result should take care of itself.
Can you just bring us into that over-the-top ball that Taniela did to you? Has he been showing you the footage of what he did then? Are you expecting something like the same?
No, he hasn't showed it for a while. He definitely spoke about it throughout the World Cup last year, that's for sure. But Nella's a freakish player. He's been awesome this year for us so far in the scrum. His carries, and when he does that kind of stuff as well, it just shows the kind of athlete he is. So it's exciting, playing behind a forward like that, and hopefully he can produce something like that this week.
And have you guys looked at any of the footage during their win against Japan on the weekend yet?
A little bit, yeah. We've had backs and forwards meetings this morning, so we've looked at a little bit of their stuff and a couple of their key players and some spaces we can attack and defend. So, like I said, there's some opportunities there for us, but yeah, we're going to have to be on our game for sure.
Angus.
Yeah, so Angus, mate, what a whirlwind last month from speaking to you in Brisbane to now. Can you believe the roller coaster journey you're on?
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. I think was not expecting to, even play one test this year, let alone getting two back to back. So it's been really good and really good sort of winning mentality the last couple of games as well. Like they've been hard games. Wales are a quality team, but it's just been really good. Just learning so much, learning all the boys, the coaching staff, and just trying to improve my rugby at the same time.
In terms of the defensive maul, obviously you weren't on the field for very long, but I'm assuming that was something that was really scrutinised today. And what are you expecting from a Georgian team that, the majority of their pack, well, their front row certainly are based in France at the highest level?
Yeah, look, excuse me. I think anyone watching, whether you guys or the average person at home, can see that we weren't well. We didn't do well on the weekend there. So I think any team will play, you're going to try and target that. It'd be sort of we're expecting them to come there. So with this week, we're really just focusing on sort of defending that, and then we'll obviously look at them and ourselves on how we can improve there. I think that we had a good mindset, just a couple of technical things that we just didn't quite get right. So yeah, we just a couple of big forward sessions coming up this week, I think.
Specifically, what was it that you really didn't get right in terms of those defensive mauls?
I think we probably try to just sort of hit and hold, without giving away our game plan too much. We just probably just try. We got a good hit, but then we sort of let them sort of gain a bit of momentum, and then they sort of did that sort of swimming around the sides, and we weren't quite ready for that. So I think we'll have to stop that. Coming this week, the Georgian pack's obviously very big, very strong lads. So I think our mindset obviously was good, but it needs to be better. And I think just going forward, just pumping those legs, going backwards right at the start rather than sort of hit and hold.
Angus, after the game, Warren Gatland said that he thought sort of the streetwise nature of the finishers like yourself and Ben sort of proved the difference at the end there. Is there sort of method in that, having spent 5 or 6 years at Super, that you're a lot more comfortable coming into that environment than maybe what Wales were in the final 15, 20 minutes? Yeah,
look, when I got on, it was 60 minutes or so, and the game was very much in the balance. So a couple of calls go either way, and the team's ahead. So I think the coaching staff just said to me and a lot of the other finishers to just sort of get on, do your job, and you don't need to, like Dono said before, you don't need to go and try and win the game. In that sort of last period, you just need to go and do your job and be confident in yourself, in the team, and just bring that energy. So when the sort of that third quarter, fourth quarter in the game, you just need to bring a lot more energy, spark the boys who've been playing the whole time up, and just try and make an impact without going too crazy. So we just got on, did our job, and get the win in the end.
I was going to say,